What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. Let's get into this whole situation. Let's talk about Bambi and Scrappy and their marriage and their relationship. It is going down this season on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 11, episode 1. So let's get into it. Bambi basically just put it out there on Front Street that she filed for a divorce because Scrappy was out here doing the unthinkable and basically cheating with Diamond, because Bambi basically says on the episode, as she's arguing with Scrappy, that when she was going through his DMs or she was going through his phone or his text messages or whatever, that she seen that when it was Scrappy and Diamond, they was on the Millennium Tour together and everything, and they was talking about meeting up after the show, getting it on and getting it popping and giving each other's room number to one another so they can, meet up after the show, spend some quality time together, get it back and popping. It seemed like Scrappy done already walked out the door once he dipped his stick. And Diamond, baby, ain't nothing else for Bambi to do is file for a divorce so she could try to work it out. But when it comes to Scrappy, the way he describes his relationship, with Diamond, he's basically saying that, we was dating in 2015, we broke up in 2011, and he basically says what she says to him make him feel good. So while he was married to Bambi, he's basically saying he wasn't getting the attention and affection that he wanted. And when Diamond rang his line, she was saying things that made him feel good and make him feel like a man. I was like, Lord have mercy. And then also Bambi is saying that Scrappy was also talking to Diamond and telling Diamond their business and telling Diamond that Bambi's jealous, she's insecure, she's this and that. Lord have mercy. So Scrappy really wanted out of this marriage, or he was really trying to get in between Diamond's drawers, but he done already, had access to get inside them drawers. She done reached out to him, and baby, Scrappy said that he was on demon time, and he basically says he'd lose his mind when it comes to women. So Scrappy, are you admitting that you cheated on Bambi on national TV? Scrappy said on the episode that he done lost himself again. He loses himself in women. Lord have mercy. When a man say stuff like that, this is the man that you gotta run from, because baby, he gonna lose himself all the time, especially if it's convenient, and especially if you ain't doing your job, and he feels like it's an excuse for him to be on demon time and slide in them DMs and slide between them thighs. It's gonna be on and popping. And it seemed like Diamond, like, what's up, girl? You going back to Scrappy? He married, child. Yeah, this whole Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is a mess between Scrappy and Bambi. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I don't know if they're going to ever get it back on track or whatever the case may be, but cheating and having insufficient funds is a problem, is a situation. And baby, yes, they got some small babies that they got to take care of. And then they're moving from place to place. And then they was renting. Like, wow. But at least they don't have to, sell a home and try to do all that separation. They can just basically pack up and move and go somewhere else. But they got them small babies. Like, whoa. Rashida and Erica are upset with Scrappy because Rashida feel like you should have on your wedding ring, and you out here flirting, you out here doing too much when Bambi is out here taking care of the family and everything. Okay, how their business? I guess Bambi and Scrappy both be telling their business out here in the streets. Erica is like, yeah, you guys got a school bus full of kids. Rashida's like, you kept having kids after kids after kids. You got 3 small children. So they feeling a certain type of way. But right now, Scrappy is on some more demon time. And he is feeling Erica Banks because he has a view of Erica Banks dancing on the stage while they are at a party on the show, and he was like, who is that Erica Banks? And he's whispering in chaotic ear. And then on top of that, he was like, ooh, the view from here look mighty good. So Scrappy's just all the way out here in these streets. He got a hall pass, he got some freedom. Bambi thought that was gonna wake him up. Nope, that just woke up the dog inside of him, and he's running these streets and he's sniffing all up over the place. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. I was like, What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. And Erica Banks, it seemed like, she's looking at Scrappy like he cool. She was like, I seen you at the game, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, you was turned up. And he was like, yeah, yeah. And the girls are not feeling that whole situation. Rashida and Erica Mena are not feeling the whole situation. She was like, where's your wedding ring? And basically Rashida is calling a thirst pot. Baby, she calls her a thirst pot. Scrappy is telling the fellas that Bambi done filed for a divorce, and basically he gonna see what she gonna do with it next. I was like, Lord have mercy. So at this point, Scrappy was like, she filed for it, so I ain't gonna unfile for it. So at this point, Scrappy saying that he has been working on his relationship. He's been trying to have a relationship with Bambi, and basically he has been the only one fighting for his relationship and all that other good stuff. Okay, and he also says that he supports Bambi, he helps Bambi, he does so much for Bambi, and Bambi don't be doing nothing like that for him or supporting him. And also he's saying that he stopped doing shows, and he wasn't doing shows because Bambi was so upset, Bambi was so jealous, and so therefore like he can't even do shows, he can't even work. So Scrappy, you gonna tell me you sitting on that couch and you got 3 children and you gonna let your wife tell you not to work, child, when them kids, them bills gotta be paid and them kids gotta be fed and all that other good stuff? Ain't no way. You should go to work each and every time you're supposed to go to work. And then on top of that, if she don't like it, then she can leave. Okay, but you don't sit on no couch and don't bring no money in. But it almost seems like Bambi is insecure because she feels like Scrappy will be cheating on her out there in these streets. And it seems like he was on a Millennium tour and he ends up going demon time with Diamond in her room with her. Okay, while Bambi was at home with the kids. So this is why she's insecure. This is why you can't get with a man that cheats and always cheats, because you know why? You're gonna always think that they cheating on you, and when they ain't cheating, you're gonna be accusing them and being insecure that they are cheating, because you know they have the propensity or they have the characteristics to cheat. So you got to be very careful. If you're gonna get with a cheater, you're gonna have to trust the cheater. Okay, so in any event, Scrappy basically saying he can't pay no bills and he can't work because Bambi want him up in the house. So you gonna tell me you just laying up in the house, with your pockets empty, child? Scrappy, come on, you better come with another one and a better one, cause you got 4 kids. You ain't just got Bambi 3 kids. You got your other daughter Imani. So if you ain't making no money and Bambi's taking care of all the bills and all this other stuff, cause you ain't got it, and she wants you in the house like a prisoner, what about Imani? Like, what's going on? Like, this sounds so crazy. So therefore, Scrappy says there's always been problems, and so the least of the problems is him having or being caught text messaging or the DMs with him and Diamond. So basically at this point, Scrappy feels like it's not a big deal that he was text messaging Diamond, but he said he was on demon time. He was getting it all the way in 1,000 with that child. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. And so Scrappy is basically, he gonna watch and see what happens. Okay, he gonna see if Bambi gonna take him back or no, because at this point he feel like Bambi just wanted to find a reason to leave him, child. Baby, if you broke and you cheating, come on, that's a double whammy. You can take 1 L, but you can't take 2 L's. But in any event, Scrappy, if you wasn't happy with Bambi, you should have left long time ago. Especially if you can't work and you can't earn and you can't be a man and feed your family and feed yourself. And if somebody's blocking you from doing that and they ain't a billionaire, then you need to go. Okay, there's no excuse for that. And so I don't know what Scrappy doing with his rent money, but it sounds like Scrappy was getting prepared to basically, get him a new place to stay. And that is for sure. He was putting his money away, child. And probably that house was a probably money pit for both of them, trying to live up to the Joneses, especially if Scrappy's not making this type of money and you got 3 small children and you work in a salon and then you filming, you know what I mean? You have to basically go into your means and don't go above your means, baby. So that's a whole crazy situation. So Scrappy, and Bambi are packing a house, and Bambi is upset because Scrappy ain't been around, he ain't been helping, he ain't been doing what he's supposed to be doing, as far as she wish he would have helped them stay in the house. But Scrappy was like, whatever. It seems like Scrappy's ready to go. He is gone at this time and point, and I don't know, he looking for a miracle, because it don't seem like he gonna satisfy and he gonna please Bambi at all, because she's just much too much hurt. And then on top of that, I think she probably feels like she made a whole lot of mistakes, and now she has to deal with the mistakes that she made. Okay, and I think Scrappy feels like he done made some mistakes too as well, staying in a marriage that, you know, ain't no love, because baby, the way he's going out in this whole situation, it's like he done fell out of love with Bambi. Bambi's hoping that he will say, hey baby, hey this and that. So at this point, you know, Scrappy is basically saying to Bambi that you wanted to find a reason to kick me out, you didn't have a reason before. So Scrappy feeling like he was already walking on eggshells. You done kicked my mama out my life, and I denounced her, and that still ain't made you satisfied. So therefore, you know, just because I was texting this girl and I was talking to this girl, or I met up in the hotel room and I was doing what I was doing with her, you was gonna leave anyway. So basically he's trying to say that it was okay to do what he did, and he's trying to blame her and throw it at her because, you know, she wants to leave him. Yeah, you cheated. Like, she don't want to forgive you for that. You ain't gonna forgive her if she done cheated on you. You have a history of cheating. If you already cheated now, you gonna cheat again, child. And being married ain't gonna keep you faithful, baby. I don't know what's gonna keep you faithful, baby. But being married and a piece of paper ain't gonna keep Scrappy. Stop dicking his, you know. Scrappy at this point basically is saying it takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make a thing go wrong. It takes two to make a marriage go bad. It takes two to get married. And Bambi was like, yo, listen, but I didn't do the things that you did. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything wrong. And right now Scrappy's basically saying, Bambi, the problem is that you don't ever think that you do anything wrong. You think that you're perfect. You don't think that you need to apologize. He's also telling Bambi, oh, you're trying to embarrass me. You're trying to make me look bad, but I could really embarrass you and really make you look bad, but I choose not to do that. I was like, Lord have mercy. And I was like, they are going in for real, for real. And Bambi just really upset at this point. And Scrappy is also saying in his confessionals that she really want to leave because she's filing for a divorce. And he's saying there's so many reasons why he could file for a divorce from Bambi, but he didn't because he wanted it to work and he really wanted his family. And at this point, he's telling Bambi that she got a family and she don't want it and she ain't fighting for it. I was like, Lord have mercy. And also, you guys know that Scrappy was going to file for divorce last year. He told Mama D, and Mama D told the world, and then things had changed. But it looks like they're back at the same page, and he ain't living there in that big old mansion. She ain't living in that big old mansion. That dream seems like it has kind of been squashed. When you get with a man that has cheated or has cheated on each and every relationship he has been in, and he's an unfaithful man, pretty much he's not going to be faithful to you. But if he does say that, you know what, I could be faithful to one person, I'm going to say I do, he is going to expect you to cater to his needs and cater to him not going out there, because he's giving you the option and letting you know, I could cheat, but I'm not going to cheat because you giving me that love and that affection, and you're going to be there at my beck and call. So therefore I'm going to stay here. But at the same time, that means that he can still cheat anyways. But Scrappy's basically saying, in my opinion, that he was faithful to Bambi, and then things just got so unbearable that he just decided to just run with the next woman because the next woman said something sweet in his ears, and he started dreaming. He started having butterflies in his stomach, and he went there with her. And plus, she performs on stage with him. And then on top of that, you know, they're both artists. They've been knowing each other, and then they're in the same realm, just like Bambi's in the same realm, but not really, you know, because she's not an artist like that. But then he ain't got no kids with her. He ain't got to worry about them responsibilities. So right now, you know, whoever he with, and he ain't got no kids with them, you know, he could just chill and be Scrappy. He ain't got to be Scrappy and Daddy.